Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. 3 days from now, something extraordinary is about to unfold in your life. It's something you've been preparing for consciously or subconsciously, and now the moment of transformation is almost here. You see, everything you've been experiencing, every decision, every thought, every feeling, has led you to this moment. The universe, or if you prefer, the energy of existence itself, has been responding to the signals you've been sending. In these next 3 days, your thoughts, your intentions, your energy are going to come together to create something new. And this isn't just a coincidence, it's an alignment. But here's what I want you to understand. The real work is already happening. It's happening in the invisible, in the space where the energy of possibility and potential lives. Your thoughts have been shaping your reality, not just in this moment, but over the span of days, weeks, months, and years. Everything you've focused on, every dream you've allowed yourself to entertain, every belief you've embraced, has created the perfect conditions for what's about to manifest. In 3 days, you won't be the same person you are today. You won't just be in a new situation, but you will be a different version of yourself. Why? Because you have stepped out of the old patterns, you've moved beyond the ordinary and the familiar, and now you're aligning with a higher version of your potential. It's a process of remembering who you truly are, a process of stepping into the infinite possibilities that have always been waiting for you. This shift isn't about waiting for something to happen. It's about you stepping into the energy of the future right now. It's about you taking ownership of your future self, deciding who you are in this moment, and allowing that version of yourself to show up. You've been changing for a long time, and that process is about to pay off. The external world will respond to your inner transformation. What if I told you that right now, in these next 3 days, the universe is meeting you halfway? What if you understood that your thoughts are not just fleeting, but powerful forces that have been setting the stage for this moment? You've been doing more than you realize. Your dedication, your courage, your openness to the unknown, all of it has been working behind the scenes. I want you to pause for a moment, close your eyes, and visualize that this future version of yourself, the one who is stepping into their next great chapter, is already alive within you. Feel that version of you, stronger, more confident, more certain, breathing inside of you. That person is real. They are already within you. And all it takes is you becoming conscious of them. And here's the secret. It's not about the external circumstances that will change in 3 days. It's about the way you respond. You have the power to meet that moment with a new set of beliefs, a new set of behaviors, a new way of seeing yourself in the world. 3 days may seem like a small amount of time, but remember, time is just a construct. It's not about how much time you have, but what you do with the time that matters. In these next 3 days, your energy, your thoughts, your feelings are laying the groundwork for something miraculous, something you've only dreamed of. So I want you to be intentional. Stay present. Know that every single thing that is happening in your life right now is contributing to the moment of change that is about to arrive. Your thoughts and emotions are setting the stage for your reality to unfold in the most profound way. And when this shift happens, it won't be a surprise, because in truth, you've been preparing for it all along. The world will respond to who you are becoming. Your transformation has already begun. In 3 days, you will see the fruits of your inner work. In 3 days, you will step into a new reality. But for now, trust that it's already on its way. The wheels are already turning. The path is already unfolding. Your future self is waiting for you, and you are closer than ever to meeting them. Stay grounded, stay present, and know that this moment, right now, is exactly what you've been waiting for. 3 days, can you feel it? Transformation is the process of evolving from one state of being to another, and it begins from within. It is not a sudden event, but rather a gradual shift in perception, energy, and understanding. At its core, transformation is the unlocking of potential that already exists inside us. It is the realization that we have the ability to reshape our reality, to change our habits, beliefs, and responses to the world around us. True transformation requires letting go of the old ways of thinking and being, especially those that no longer serve us. It involves embracing change, even when it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. The world around us may remain the same, but as we transform, we begin to see it through a different lens. We start to perceive opportunities where there were once obstacles, and we find strength in moments of uncertainty. It is a deepening awareness that allows us to align with the greater flow of life. This inner shift isn't always visible to the outside world right away. Transformation often begins as a subtle internal movement, an insight, a realization, or a shift in attitude. As we connect more deeply with our true selves, we start to make choices that reflect our highest potential. These small but powerful choices compound over time, leading to a greater overall change. The key is consistency and faith in the process, knowing that transformation is not just a destination, but an ongoing journey of growth. The more we align with our authentic selves, the more profound the transformation becomes. Energy is the driving force behind everything we experience. It is the foundation of life itself, constantly flowing through our thoughts, bodies, and the world around us. Each thought, emotion, and action generates energy, which in turn influences the reality we create. Energy isn't limited to what we can physically see or touch. It extends to our internal state, our mental and emotional frequency. The energy we project into the world directly impacts how we interact with others and how they respond to us. At a deeper level, energy is a reflection of our consciousness. The thoughts we entertain, the feelings we hold, and the beliefs we reinforce all carry a certain vibrational frequency. When we are aligned with positive, high-frequency energy, we attract similar energy back to us. Conversely, when we focus on negative emotions, fears, or doubts, we lower our vibrational state and can attract experiences that reflect those lower frequencies. Energy is not static, it is in constant motion. Our ability to consciously direct our energy is what determines the trajectory of our lives. By becoming more aware of how we feel and think, we can choose to raise our energy and shift our vibrational frequency. Practices like meditation, breathwork, and mindful reflection are powerful tools for recalibrating our energy and realigning with a higher state of being. In moments of stillness, we can tune into the subtle energies around us, allowing us to sense the deeper currents of life and connect to something greater than ourselves. Understanding the power of energy helps us recognize that we are not passive participants in life, but active creators of our own experience. Every moment offers the potential to shift our energy, to elevate our thoughts, and to reshape the reality we live in. Alignment is the state of being in harmony with our true selves and the flow of life around us. It is when our thoughts, emotions, actions, and beliefs are in sync with our deepest desires and purpose. In this state, there is no conflict between who we are on the inside and how we show up in the world. Everything flows effortlessly and we feel connected to the larger picture of existence. When we are aligned, we are not simply reacting to life, but we are actively co-creating it with intention and awareness. To be in alignment requires awareness and presence. It means tuning into our inner world, becoming aware of our thoughts, feelings, and instincts, and understanding how they shape the reality we experience. It also means being truthful with ourselves, acknowledging our desires and honoring them, rather than suppressing or ignoring them. Alignment is about living authentically, allowing our inner truth to guide us, and trusting that the universe or the natural flow of life will meet us halfway. It is about making choices that resonate with our highest vision rather than following the crowd or succumbing to external pressures. When we are aligned, our energy feels vibrant and expansive. We are not weighed down by limiting beliefs or doubts, and instead we are open to receiving the opportunities that come our way. Our actions are purposeful, and the synchronicities that surround us are clear signs that we are on the right path. Alignment isn't about achieving perfection or never facing challenges. Rather, it's about maintaining a connection to our true self, even in the face of uncertainty. When we live in alignment, we begin to trust that life is always guiding us toward the highest expression of who we are meant to be. Potential is the limitless capacity that resides within each of us, waiting to be unlocked. It is not something we acquire or gain, but rather something we discover and activate by recognizing that it is already part of us. Our potential is the culmination of our unique talents, experiences, desires, and dreams. It is the fullest expression of who we are beyond the limitations we may have placed on ourselves through fear, doubt, or past experiences. When we tap into our potential, we are able to move beyond the constraints of our current circumstances and rise to a new level of awareness and capability. This potential is always there, often hidden beneath layers of self-doubt or societal expectation. But when we make the decision to step into it, we find ourselves capable of far more than we ever imagined. It is in those moments when we step outside our comfort zone, challenge our old beliefs, and take bold actions that our potential is truly revealed. Realizing our potential requires courage and a willingness to embrace change. It is about trusting that we have the power to create the life we envision, even when the path is uncertain. Often, our potential is tied to our ability to let go of outdated stories we tell ourselves and embrace the idea that we are deserving of greatness. When we embrace our potential, we no longer allow fear or external validation to dictate the course of our lives. Instead, we act from a place of inner knowing, confident that we have the ability to create and manifest our highest desires. Potential is not a destination. It is a continuous unfolding that requires us to remain open, curious, and ready to evolve. Manifestation is the process of bringing into reality the thoughts, desires, and intentions that we focus on. It is the act of turning the invisible into the visible, the intangible into the tangible. Everything that exists in the physical world was once just a thought, an idea, or a vision in someone's mind. The key to manifestation is understanding that we are powerful creators of our own reality, and that the energy we put out into the world has the potential to shape what we experience. Manifestation is not about forcing things into being, but rather aligning ourselves with the energy of what we want to create. It requires us to believe in the possibility of our desires and to hold a vision of them with unwavering certainty. When we hold that vision with clear intent, we begin to attract the circumstances, opportunities, and people that will bring it to fruition. The universe responds to our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and as we align our energy with what we wish to manifest, we begin to see the physical world mirror our inner state. However, manifestation requires patience and trust. It's not always an immediate process, and the external world may not always reflect our desires right away. But the key is to remain aligned with the vision we have for ourselves, continuing to take inspired action while trusting that the universe is working in our favor. The more we embody the energy of our desires, the more likely they are to materialize. It's important to stay in a state of gratitude and abundance, knowing that what we desire is already on its way to us and that we are deserving of it. Intentions are the seeds from which our reality grows. They are the conscious decisions we make about the kind of life we want to create and the direction we choose to take. Intentions are not mere wishes or passive desires. They are powerful declarations that set the course for the actions we take, the energy we emit, and the experiences we attract. When we set an intention, we are essentially giving the universe clear instructions about the reality we wish to manifest. The energy behind our intentions is what fuels their manifestation. Simply setting a goal is not enough. We must embody the energy of that intention. It's about aligning our thoughts, feelings, and actions with the desired outcome and consistently vibrating at the frequency of that intention. Whether it's a new career, improved relationships, or greater health, the more we focus on our intention with clarity and purpose, the more we draw that experience into our lives. However, true intention goes beyond just thinking about what we want. It's about the emotional connection we have with that desire. The feelings of gratitude, excitement, and belief in the possibility of what we are calling into our lives act as a magnet, pulling us closer to our desired outcome. Our emotions, more than our thoughts alone, carry the frequency that aligns us with the energy of our intentions. When we live with intention, we stop being passive observers of life and become active participants in its creation. We take inspired actions that are in alignment with our goals, trust the process, and release attachment to how the manifestation will unfold. Intentions are the compass that guide us, and by consistently refining and focusing on them, we begin to shape our reality in a way that reflects our deepest desires. Consciousness is the lens through which we experience the world. It is the awareness that shapes how we perceive ourselves, others, and the reality around us. Our consciousness is the sum of our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and experiences, and it is constantly evolving as we encounter new information and grow. To expand our consciousness is to expand our ability to understand and navigate the world, to see beyond the surface of things and connect with a deeper truth. The way we perceive reality is directly influenced by the state of our consciousness. If we view the world through a lens of limitation, fear, or scarcity, then those are the experiences we will attract. However, when we open ourselves to a higher state of awareness, we begin to see the infinite possibilities available to us. Expanding our consciousness allows us to break free from old limiting patterns and embrace new ways of thinking, feeling, and being. It's about awakening to the idea that we are not confined to our past and that we have the power to create new possibilities. Awakening our consciousness requires presence and self-reflection. It's about becoming aware of the habitual thoughts and beliefs that shape our experience and choosing to let go of the ones that no longer serve us. When we become conscious of our own thought patterns and emotional reactions, we can choose to redirect them toward more empowering beliefs and actions. Through practices such as mindfulness, meditation, or self-inquiry, we create space for this awareness to grow and deepen. As our consciousness expands, we begin to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. We see that our individual consciousness is part of a larger universal consciousness, and that everything in the world is connected in a vast, intricate web. This realization brings a profound sense of unity, peace, and purpose, allowing us to live more fully in alignment with the flow of life. Beliefs are the invisible forces that shape our perceptions, behaviors, and experiences. They are the filters through which we interpret the world, and they have a profound influence on how we see ourselves and what we believe is possible. Our beliefs are not inherently true or false. They are simply ideas we have accepted as truth, often based on past experiences, societal conditioning, or the influence of others. These beliefs can empower us or they can limit us, depending on whether they align with our highest potential or keep us trapped in old patterns. At the core of every belief is a thought that has been repeated so often that it becomes ingrained in our subconscious mind. Once a belief is formed, it becomes self-reinforcing. We begin to notice evidence that supports it while dismissing or overlooking information that contradicts it. This is why changing a belief can be so challenging. It requires us to shift the way we think and perceive the world around us. To transform our beliefs, we must first become aware of them. We need to ask ourselves, what do I believe about myself? What do I believe about success, love, money, or the world around me? Often we carry beliefs that were formed in childhood or in response to past traumas, and they no longer serve us. By becoming conscious of these beliefs, we create the opportunity to question their validity and replace them with more empowering ones. When we change our beliefs, we change our reality. We begin to see the world not as a place full of obstacles and limitations, but as a field of possibilities where we can create and manifest what we desire. The beliefs we hold shape our actions, and our actions in turn create the life we experience. By adopting beliefs that align with our highest potential, we open the door to a new way of being. The future is not something that happens to us, but something that we create with each thought, decision, and action. It is an ever-evolving field of possibilities, where the outcomes are shaped by the choices we make in the present moment. Often we think of the future as a distant, fixed event that we have no control over, but the truth is that the future is constantly being created in the now. Each time we think about it, we are influencing it, and every action we take is another step in shaping the path ahead. The future is an extension of who we are today. The thoughts we hold about ourselves, our lives, and the world around us directly impact the experiences that we will encounter in the future. If we carry limiting beliefs, fears, or doubts, we project those energies into the future, creating outcomes that reflect those beliefs. On the other hand, if we envision a future filled with possibility, growth, and success, we begin to align ourselves with those experiences and attract them into our lives. In this sense, the future is not fixed, it is fluid and flexible, constantly responding to our inner state and external action. We have the power to shape it by becoming conscious of our thoughts and the energy we put out into the world. The more we align with our desired future, the more we move toward it. However, the future is not something we should chase or force into being. It is about being in the present moment, focused on what we can control now, and trusting that the future will unfold in alignment with our intention. When we release attachment to specific outcomes and focus on living authentically in the present, we open ourselves to the endless potential that the future holds. Reality is not something that exists independently of us, but rather something that we co-create with our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is the result of the energy we emit and the beliefs we hold, which in turn shape the experiences we encounter. We are not passive observers of reality, we are active participants in its creation. The world around us is constantly responding to our inner state, and the way we perceive reality directly influences how it unfolds. Our reality is a reflection of our consciousness. The way we think and feel about ourselves, the world, and our future sets the tone for the experiences we attract. If we believe that life is full of obstacles and limitations, we will experience those very things. However, when we shift our focus to abundance, possibility, and growth, we begin to see a different reality unfold. This is because the energy we project out into the world is what we receive back. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful in shaping our reality. They serve as the foundation for everything we experience. Every thought, whether conscious or unconscious, sends a signal to the universe that starts to manifest in physical form. Therefore, by becoming more aware of our thought patterns and intentionally choosing thoughts that align with our highest potential, we begin to create a new reality. This process also involves taking inspired action. It's not enough to simply think positive thoughts. We must align our actions with the vision we hold for our lives. As we act in accordance with our desires and trust the process, we begin to see our reality shift. The universe responds to the energy we emit, and as we raise our vibration and embody our highest self, we start to experience a reality that reflects that transformation.